ma'am, you really shouldn't teleport when you're pregnant. I'm afraid your only choice is air travel.
If you are seated in an exit row, please hold the door shut for the duration of the flight.
Oi! Can I get a pillow for my head?
Suicide pills, mohawk gel, 20-year-old business week, turkey and brie wrap.
Do you have any dog food left? Oh, could I have the whole can?
Hey everybody and welcome to Studio 64. My name's David. I've been searching the interzones for some more science, space and tech news to share with you. And from two departments today, the Why Am I Not Surprised department and from the Elon Musk Come and Rescue Us department over at the Byte. Yes, Boeing Starliner stuck on space station as more leaks discovered, even more delays. Yes, I predicted this in my last video. Yes, why am I not surprised? I'm glad the astronauts made it safely, but now they're not going to make, the way they're going. It was, the excuse was, the engineers were going to do more checks, and they gave the opportunity for the astronauts to do a spacewalk. Now we know the reason why. And I do love this. Up the top here, it says Scrubliner. I think the mission should be scrubbed for the Starliner. Dear, oh dear. Boeing leaks. Now, after years of delays and technical problems, Boeing's Starliner finally made it to the International Space Station with NASA astronauts Butch Wilmore and Suni Williams on board last week. Now, as usual, I'll leave the link to the main article below the video so you can pop in and, check out any embedded links, go for a bit of a deeper dive beyond the main article if you like. I'll also leave the link to my last video underneath there so you can check that one out as well. This is ridiculous. Elon, you're going to have to go up there and rescue them, for goodness sake, because Elon's been up there. He's made 40 supply runs, I believe, or 40 successful missions of some description. 8 have been successful in docking with the space station. So I think Elon's got to get up there and he's got to do something. And what blows me away is I think it was $4.2 billion NASA contract to Boeing and yet 2.6 to SpaceX with Elon Musk. So who's getting better value for money with the American taxpayer with these contracts? Fascinating. But when exactly it'll be able to undock and deliver its crew of 2 back to the surface remains to be seen. Yeah, so this Starliner is stuck up there. Teams have discovered an astonishing 5 different helium leaks so far, each representing yet another thorn in the spacecraft's already cursed development. The gas is used in spacecraft thruster systems to allow the thrusters to fire while navigating through space, according to Boeing. Yeah, so direction. Any aerospace engineers out there, let us know exactly. But basically what it means is, little spaceship, you can't maneuver it. Fascinating. And it took them 2 goes to get it right the first time. Unbelievable. That's the docking. Unbelievable. NASA is giving Boeing another 4 days, extending Wilmore and Williams' mission aboard the ISS from June 14 to no earlier than June the 18th, though it's unclear whether the leaks are to blame for the delay. Boeing is still assessing what impacts, if any, 5 small leaks in the surface module helium manifolds would have on the remainder of the mission, according to an update. Yeah. If you can't use your little retro thrusters to get you to the right angle for re-entry, oh boy. Again, I'm not an astronaut, not an aerospace engineer, not anything like that, but I know enough about this stuff from reading about it that you do need those retro rockets, otherwise you can't do finite maneuvering. It's fascinating. Boeing has been through hell and back in its attempts to get the first crewed test flight off the ground, including countless delays, scrubs, technical screw-ups, and an unsuccessful uncrewed test flight back in 2019. Where that leaves Starliner's future viability, providing NASA with a reliable way to get astronauts to the space station, remains to be seen. Now, while it managed to dock with the ISS, its mission isn't over until Wilmore and Williams are safely on the ground. Yeah, I love this whole story. Yeah, it's fascinating. Last month, officials discovered the first helium leak, which was later underplayed by officials and determined not to be severe enough to delay its journey to the ISS. Yeah, if I was one of those astronauts, I'd be going, nope, nope, nope. Fascinating. Where's Elon? You've got his phone number? Let me get on X and contact Elon. On its way up, the capsule's spraying even more helium leaks. Even docking procedures didn't initially go as planned, with Boeing calling off its first attempt due to reaction control thrusters malfunctioning. I suspect, I may not be right in this, but it's due to that helium leak again. Because, it could have been a computer malfunction, but possibly the helium leaks again. There's a lot we still don't know about the Starliner's current status. Fortunately, engineers have determined the capsule will have plenty of helium for its return mission, roughly 10 times as much as it needs to maneuver through the near vacuum of space. Now, while Starliner is docked, all the manifolds are closed as per normal mission operations, preventing helium loss from the tanks, Boeing explained in its update. Now, meanwhile, NASA is making the most out of the situation. The additional time in orbit will allow the crew to perform a spacewalk on Thursday, June the 13th, while engineers complete Starliner systems checkouts, ISS officials tweeted, referring to 2 different space station crew members. Yeah, and there's the link there. Boeing Starliner has trouble docking with the space station. But as I say, I'll leave my little 2 cents worth in a link below this video so you can go and check it out, because it's just a real concern. I'm just really worried about these astronauts, and I think that good old Uncle Elon is going to have to go up and get them in a SpaceX Dragon capsule to bring them home. I certainly hope not, for the sake of Boeing, but at least you've got that there. I mean, it's just completely ridiculous. You don't take people's lives put people's lives at risk like that. I know they were volunteers in that respect, but I have a great deal of admiration and respect for those astronauts. Because that's just completely ridiculous. If your employer isn't allowed to put you through unacceptable safety risks in the workplace on the ground, you should not have to go through that when you're in a situation like these people are up in space. I mean, this is just a simple thing like ferrying people back and forth and to the International Space Station shouldn't be as complicated as this, considering that you've got a private company on virtually half the same contract money that SpaceX has been able to do it, 8 times with 40 successful supply runs or something like that to the space station? Come on, Boeing, get your act together. Absolutely fascinating. All right, well, my name is David. Thanks for joining me for another Studio 64 Science, Space and Tech News update. I shall see you in the next one. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate it. If you're up for it, drop a comment down below the video because I'd love to hear what you think. All right, take care, and as I always say, if you can't be good at it. And as I also always say,
my brain hurts!